Meet Dr. Henry Lawson, a seasoned wellness expert who has spent over 2 decades helping seniors across the country reclaim their vitality and live longer, fuller lives. In this heartfelt message, Dr. Lawson speaks directly to those aged 65 to 80, revealing a shocking truth. Many are unknowingly engaging in daily habits that are silently damaging their health. At first glance, everything may seem fine. You go for walks, eat your meals, and try to stay active. But as Dr. Lawson warns, certain behaviors that felt harmless in your 40s or 50s can become dangerous in your golden years. Your body changes, and so should your habits. Standing in his cozy home office surrounded by books on aging and wellness, Dr. Lawson leans in with genuine concern. What you don't know, he says, could be cutting years off your life. His tone is gentle but firm as he promises to uncover 5 common mistakes that many older adults make. Mistakes that sap energy, slow down recovery, and silently increase the risk of injury or decline. This isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. And the final mistake he shares, it's the one hardly anyone talks about, but it could change everything for you. If you're between the ages of 65 and 80, your daily routine might be silently damaging your health. Doctors are now warning seniors about one common habit that could be putting your heart, brain, or mobility at risk. And chances are, you're doing it without even realizing. Press 1 now to find out what it is and how to stop it immediately, before it leads to serious consequences. It only takes a few minutes, but it could protect your long-term health and independence. Don't wait. Press 1 to get the facts and take control of your well-being. Mistake number 1: too much sitting. The hidden health trap. When Caleb, a 73-year-old retired school principal from Ohio, started feeling stiffer in the mornings and groaning every time he stood up from the couch, he shrugged it off as just old age. After all, he took a morning walk every day around the block. That had to count for something, right? But what Caleb didn't realize was that his daily 2-mile stroll wasn't enough to undo the 8 to 10 hours he spent sitting afterward, watching TV, reading, or just relaxing. His metabolism slowed, his circulation weakened, and his legs began to lose their strength. One day he stood up too quickly and nearly collapsed. His knees buckled, and he had to catch himself on the counter. That moment shook him. When he visited his physician, the doctor told him the truth that most seniors never hear. Movement isn't just about one burst of activity, it's about breaking up long stretches of stillness. Caleb learned that prolonged sitting increases the risk of heart problems, cognitive decline, and blood clots, regardless of whether you exercise once a day. It was a wake-up call. His daily walk? Still great. But sitting for hours afterward was slowly stealing his strength and balance. So he made a change. He set an alarm on his phone to remind him to get up every 30 to 45 minutes. He didn't do anything intense, just a few stretches, shoulder rolls, or a quick lap around the house. At first it felt silly, but within 2 weeks the difference was dramatic. Less stiffness, more energy, and better mood. He even noticed he was sleeping better. Now Caleb calls these movement breaks his mini reboots. Instead of binge watching TV for hours, he breaks it up with light chores or a walk to the mailbox. Want to test yourself right now? If you've been sitting for over an hour, stand up. Roll your shoulders, stretch your legs. If you feel a noticeable release, looser muscles, clearer thoughts, that's your body begging you to move more often. The truth is, stillness is sneaky. It feels restful, but over time, it steals your mobility, your balance, and your spark. But just like Caleb, you can fight back. One stretch, one stand, one small move at a time. 3. Mistake number 2, not getting enough protein. The silent muscle killer. For Isabella, a vibrant 68-year-old former dance instructor from North Carolina, slowing down wasn't part of the plan. She prided herself on staying active, helping with her grandkids and keeping up with her gardening. But over time, something changed. She started to notice that lifting bags of groceries felt harder. Her arms looked thinner, her legs wobbled when she stood from a chair, and stairs, once effortless, now left her breathless. She chalked it up to aging, but deep down, something didn't feel right. Then came the day she tripped over a garden hose and fell hard on the patio. She wasn't badly hurt, but the shock lingered. Her confidence took a hit. She realized her body wasn't bouncing back like it used to. Her doctor's visit uncovered the culprit: muscle loss due to low protein intake, a condition called sarcopenia. The twist? Isabella ate regularly. She thought she was eating well. Toast for breakfast, a light salad at lunch, and maybe some pasta at dinner. But her meals were low in protein, and as we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing and using protein. That means seniors actually need more, not less. This revelation hit her hard. She had spent her life taking care of others, her students, her kids, and had completely overlooked what her own body needed. Determined not to let her independence slip away, Isabella made a change. She swapped her carb-heavy breakfast for eggs and Greek yogurt. She added grilled chicken, lentils, or cottage cheese to lunch and dinner. Even her snacks became protein-packed: handfuls of almonds, string cheese, or a protein smoothie. It wasn't about dieting, it was about fueling her muscles. Just a few weeks later, she noticed the difference. Her steps felt stronger. She stood up from the couch with ease. And more than anything, she felt proud, because she was actively reclaiming her strength. Want to test your own muscle strength? Try standing up from a chair without using your hands. If it feels shaky or tough, that might be your body's way of saying, "I need more support." Don't wait for a fall to wake you up. Like Isabella, you have the power to rebuild what's been quietly slipping away, starting with your next meal. Mistake number 3, neglecting sleep and breaking down your body's repair system. Benjamin, a 70-year-old retired mechanic from Wisconsin, was the kind of man who believed in hard work and little rest. "Sleep's for the lazy," he used to joke, sipping his coffee at 10 p.m. while watching late-night baseball reruns. For years, he believed that as you get older, your body naturally needs less sleep. But something started to shift. His energy dropped. He'd forget where he put his keys. He nodded off during the day but still woke up groggy. His joints ached, and he often felt like he was moving through a fog. It wasn't until he found himself mixing up his medications one morning that he realized something was really wrong. His daughter, concerned, urged him to see a doctor. The diagnosis wasn't a disease, it was chronic sleep deprivation. His doctor explained that even in your 60s and 70s, you still need quality sleep. Not just hours in bed, but deep, restorative rest. Sleep isn't just about rest. It's when the body repairs tissue, balances hormones, and clears waste from the brain. Without it, everything suffers: memory, immunity, blood pressure, and even emotional stability. This was a turning point for Benjamin. He'd always powered through exhaustion, but now he understood that ignoring sleep was silently breaking him down from the inside. So he committed to change. He stopped drinking caffeine after 2 p.m. He turned off screens an hour before bed and created a relaxing nighttime routine with warm showers and soft jazz. Most importantly, he started treating sleep like a non-negotiable health priority, just like taking his heart meds or getting daily movement. Within 3 weeks, the results were astounding. His mind felt clearer. He had more patience, more focus. The morning brain fog lifted. Even his blood pressure stabilized. If you're wondering whether your sleep is working for you, ask yourself, do you wake up refreshed and alert? Or do you need caffeine just to function? If it's the latter, your body might be crying out for deeper sleep. Like Benjamin discovered, sleep isn't a luxury, it's survival. And when you give your body the rest it's been begging for, it will reward you with clarity, energy, and the strength to live fully again. Mistake number 4, skipping strength and balance training and risking your independence. Charlotte, a 74-year-old retired florist from Oregon, always believed that staying active meant going for a walk each morning, and she did, faithfully. Rain or shine, she strolled her neighborhood every day. But what she didn't realize was that while walking is great for heart health, it doesn't strengthen the muscles that protect you from falls. Everything changed one morning when she stepped off her porch, misjudged the edge of the step, and fell. The bruises faded, but the fear didn't. She started to second-guess every move, walking slower, gripping handrails tightly, and even avoiding stairs. At her checkup, her doctor gently explained, "Charlotte, it's not that you're getting old, it's that your balance muscles are getting ignored." She learned that as we age, our stabilizing muscles weaken, and unless we actively challenge them, our risk of falling skyrockets. This realization was a light bulb moment. She wasn't powerless, she was uninformed. So Charlotte started small. She began using resistance bands in the living room while watching TV. She practiced standing on one foot near the kitchen counter. Some days she felt silly wobbling around, but she kept going. Her daughter even joined her for 10-minute balance drills using just a chair and a towel. And then the shift happened. One day she caught herself mid-stumble and didn't fall. Her muscles were working again. Her confidence returned. She felt grounded, both physically and emotionally. If you want to know where you stand, literally, try this. Stand near a counter, lift one foot a few inches off the ground, and hold it for 10 seconds. If you struggle, it's not failure. It's a signal. Your body is asking you to help it stay steady. Walking alone won't save your balance, but adding simple strength and stability training, even just 10 minutes a day, can keep you on your feet and out of the hospital. Charlotte learned that strength is freedom. The stronger her legs, the taller she stood, not just physically, but in spirit. And here's the beautiful part. It's never too late. Whether you're 64 or 84, you can start rebuilding your foundation today, one gentle rep at a time. Mistake number 5, ignoring hydration. The invisible energy drain. Mason, a 76-year-old retired firefighter from Colorado, always believed he was pretty healthy for his age. He drank coffee in the morning, maybe a soda at lunch, and had a few sips of water here and there. Thirst wasn't really something he felt often, so he figured he was fine. But slowly, subtle changes crept in. He began getting headaches more frequently. His legs cramped at night. When he stood up, the room would spin for a second. He brushed it off as just part of getting older, until one day he nearly passed out in the grocery store. At the ER, his labs were clear, but the nurse noticed something simple. Mason was dehydrated, badly. His body had been running on empty. What no one had ever told him was that as we age, our thirst signals weaken. By the time you feel thirsty, your body may already be dehydrated. And it doesn't just cause fatigue, it affects brain function, balance, digestion, and even increases the risk of falls. That hospital visit changed everything. Mason went home and made one promise to himself: stay ahead of thirst. He started each day with a full glass of water before coffee. He carried a reusable bottle with him everywhere. And instead of sugary drinks, he switched to water infused with lemon or cucumber to keep it interesting. At first, he had to remind himself constantly, but within a week, the changes were clear. His mind felt sharper. His legs didn't cramp at night. Even his digestion improved. The best part, his dizzy spells vanished completely. Now, staying hydrated is as much a part of his routine as brushing his teeth. Want to check yourself? Gently pinch the skin on the back of your hand and release. If it snaps back instantly, you're likely hydrated. If it lingers, your body may be running low. Hydration isn't just about comfort, it's about functionality. Every cell, every joint, every muscle in your body depends on water to perform. Mason's story isn't rare, it's common. And like him, you don't need drastic change. Just a simple, consistent commitment to drinking more water can completely shift how you feel and function every day. You don't have to feel tired, foggy, or off balance all the time. Sometimes the solution is as simple as what's in your glass. As Evelyn, a 78-year-old former nurse from Arizona, sat quietly on her porch sipping tea, she reflected on how much had changed in just a few short months. Not because of a new medication or surgery, but because of 5 simple shifts in how she treated her body. She moved more throughout the day, ate more protein-rich meals, finally prioritized quality sleep, added gentle strength training, and drank more water than she ever had before. And for the first time in years, she felt like herself again. Steady, clear-minded, and energized. And here's the most beautiful part. Evelyn didn't make all these changes at once. She started with just one small choice to stretch every morning instead of staying planted in her recliner. One meal where she added a handful of nuts and some grilled chicken. One evening where she turned off the TV early and let her body rest. The result? A healthier, more independent life where she's not just getting by, she's thriving. If you've found yourself nodding along, recognizing your own habits in these stories, let this be your sign. It's not too late. It doesn't matter if you've been sitting too much, skipping meals, or sleeping poorly for years. The human body is remarkably resilient, even in your 70s and 80s. What matters most is what you do next. Because the truth is, every small change you make today adds up tomorrow. A 2-minute stretch every hour, a glass of water before lunch, a protein-rich snack, a better bedtime routine, 10 squats holding onto the kitchen counter. These aren't big leaps, they're small acts of self-respect. They're proof that you haven't given up on yourself. You deserve to feel strong, sharp, and steady. You deserve mornings with energy and evenings without aches. You deserve to live every year ahead of you with purpose, pride, and presence. So take a moment now and ask yourself, what's one small thing I can do today to take better care of me? Then do it. And tomorrow, do one more. You're not just adding days to your life, you're adding life to your days. And that, more than anything, is worth fighting for. Aging doesn't mean surrendering your health. It means becoming more intentional about it. The most powerful lesson from this journey is that small habits carry extraordinary impact. You don't need a complete overhaul to reclaim strength, clarity, and confidence. What you need is consistency. It's easy to believe that decline is inevitable after 65, but that belief couldn't be further from the truth. Your body still listens, it still heals, it still grows when you give it the tools it needs. Movement, sleep, nutrition, hydration, and strength training aren't luxuries. They're essentials. And when you stop doing the things that hurt you, like sitting too long or skipping protein, you make room for habits that empower you. That's the lesson. You are always one decision away from a healthier future. It's not about living forever. It's about living fully, for as long as you can, with energy, independence, and dignity. Start today by picking just one of the 5 areas. Set a timer to stand every 30 minutes. Add a source of protein to your next meal. Commit to 7+ hours of sleep. Try a balance drill for 5 minutes. Drink a full glass of water when you wake up, then stick to it for a week. That's it. One habit, 1 week. You'll be amazed by how quickly your body responds. Write it down. Put a sticky note on your fridge. Tell a friend or family member. Make it real. This isn't about being perfect. It's about making progress you can feel. Whether you're 66 or 86, it's never too late to take back control of your health, one mindful choice at a time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and share with your friends. Your support keeps these stories alive. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new episode. And if today's story touched your heart, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Take care, stay well, and see you in the next story.